Yo, Bluu Truu back. Yeah, today's a cool video. I'm gonna show how I feel there's some key pointers that link up the Spongebob Squarepants franchise with Super Bowl 53 and even predicting who the two teams will be battling in the Super Bowl, you know. But how it did this about what I think that's 18, 19 years ago. So before I get started, let me thank my sponsors: timeanddate.com, wikipedia.com, gematria.com, encyclopedia spongebobia.com, also freetofindtruth.com. And like I said, this is concerning SpongeBob, and in particular, I was about to make a video about the concept of opposite day and how it had to do with just the Hollywood agenda, how everything in Hollywood seems to be kind of topsy-turvy, inside out, very much inverted and opposite. So just in that vein, I came across some interesting details concerning the actual episode of the SpongeBob SquarePants series, something I'm very familiar with. So I used to watch this with one of my baby girls all the time. She was hooked on it. Very interesting show, to say the least. It got weirder with time. That goes without saying. But just these general facts about the episode. It came out, ironically, 2 years before September 11th, 2001. So it came out in 1999. And I want you to pay attention to these details right here, especially the fact that the episode aired on a completely different day in the country of Canada, and also the episode number, with it being 9B, 9 and B. Something interesting there too. So, like I said, 9B, that's almost like 9/2, since B is the second letter in the English alphabet. And I just wanted to highlight this so you can see the names of the people involved behind that episode, and another reference to the release date. So, now, this Super Bowl 53 is going to be the 49th championship of its kind, and it's going to be on February 3rd, 2019, or 2/3/19. Now, the 19 is interesting because when you just take the name Bobby in alphabetical order, one of the values is 19. So, in the 4 base ciphers on the gematria.com, if you check that in. So, Murder by Numbers, old school movie, kind of gave out a couple of hints to the code, and I think that what's his name, Stephen Hillenburg, was taken out by the code because, as you'll see, his passing actually lined up with this upcoming Super Bowl and just the upcoming 2019 in general. So I wanted to highlight this again just to show the air date in Canada. It was July 15th, 2000, and the original air date in the Americas, or in America, was September 11th, 1999. So I did math, and from September 11th, 1999 to the air date in Canada, July 15th, 2000, was 308 days. In numerology, the 0 does not count, so I'm pretty much focusing on the 38, and that was what influenced me just putting this here, just so you can see the 3 and the 8, just, you know, how it related to the 38. So, also the 2 months and 9 days from this, the November 25th is the air date of the episodes right before the passing of Mr. Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob. So I felt that it was imperative to do the math just from the air date of those episodes to the upcoming Super Bowl, and that's 2 months and 9 days, or like the 9/B, you know, for your number 2. So, and this is Super Bowl 53, right? So as you can see, opposite day. And alphabetic order in reverse with rules of numerology, 53 right there. So, and then just the word murder, how it has the 83 and the 38, just like in the little clip from the poster. So, there was a lot of things already adding up, and I'm like, did they really just take this dude out? Okay, so here's where it gets interesting, because from the date that episode, opposite day, the 19th episode of Spongebob Squarepants, from the day that it aired in America to the day of the passing of Stephen Hillenburg was 7,015 days. And if you have to remember the day that it aired in Canada, it was on July 15th. So I was like, are they really trying to like point us in the direction of 2019 for some strange reason? And I wanted to clip this just to show that this is the day that he passed, November 26, 2018. So, and like I said, the name Bob has an English alphabetic order of 19 already, just Bob by itself. That's not even Bobby or whatnot. So, and just to show here, that's opposite day is the 19th episode of Spongebob Squarepants, the 19th overall in the very first season. So, a lot of things, you know, kind of pointing in that direction, and I wanted to show this right here so you could see. This was the 22nd episode of the season of season of SpongeBob in last November 2018, the 25th, and the episodes that came out were called Goons on the Moon and Spongebob Merry Pants. One thing that I wanted to note is that in this list you can see that episodes are split off by numbers and then a letter. Like there you have your 20A and your 20B. So this is the only one in this list that does not have an A or B separation. So they meant for these to be together. So what I did was check the gematria on the two names put together, and in the reverse full reduction, you know, with the rules of numerology, it equaled 157, or 7/15, because you can just put a divider right there. And I was like, wow, that is amazing how that math adds all the way up. And this is just to show the numerology of the day of the passing of Mr. Hillenburg. It had 19 numerology on that day, just like your Bob. And this also, Bastille Day in France, this is how I felt that the episode in itself predicted the Super Bowl. I feel is going to be the Patriots versus the Saints. And Wikipedia obviously agrees a little bit. And this is something too. We're in the year, I think this is like the Hebrew or something calendar. This is a different calendar year, the 7105, but the literal translation is harvest. And when I'll link the video to, it's a video by Truth Unveiled 777. He clashes with other truthers out there like Zachary Hubbard and people like that, but I felt that some of the things he touched on were very relevant just to this year and to a lot of events coming up. So, but the original word, like he shows in his video, I'll link his video, it shows that it translates to the number 400, as in the 400 years, you know, since Point Comfort, Virginia. So, and you know how the Super Bowl is going to be on 2/3. The vernal equinox is going to be on March 20th, aka 3/20, 3/2, the numbers in reverse. And I felt that was kind of interesting. This was something I clipped from the video from Truth Unveiled 777, and you would have to, like, let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit, but if you can see down here at the bottom, this is clipped out of Wikipedia courtesy of Zachary K. Hubbard. This is on his blog. I'll link that blog post too. It has showed that the New England Patriots actually defeated the Kansas City Chiefs ahead of time, because we haven't even had the game yet. So, but they're already telling you this is what's going to happen. Like, this is the ritual in play. So I don't know. Like, a lot of interesting details that point to, you know, connections between SpongeBob, the creator, and the Saints and the Patriots. A repeat of that war, 1812, 1815 Battle of New Orleans. Something else that's been covered by the numbers and by other things, but very interesting date, numerology and numbers. You know, like, and if you haven't looked at it yet, check out the R. Kelly decode, because I feel that R. Kelly and himself as a character is being used as a battery for the Super Bowl as well, because there's connections to Atlanta and a lot of other things too. So yeah, on that note, I'll go ahead and drop it here. So this is very rough decode, but I hope that people pretty much got the gist of where I was going with this, because I just think a lot of things are connected and not by accident. And I know there are other people out there that can put things together much better than I can, because I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. And get to the gift. Alright. I appreciate y'all. Okay, until next time, Bluu, Truu, out.